Greetings and welcome to Retro Overdose. Hoping that everything's working fine. Didn't seem like it did. I don't know. That's being weird. Oh, there it goes. Alright, cool. We'll mute that. Make sure that we got the chat sitting on the right filter. I want all the messages. All the messages! Alright, so we are looking at my itty bitty teeny tiny world. But greetings and welcome to Retro Overdose. I'm gonna keep the camera off, but hello. Hello, it's freaking cold. But just in case anybody wants to know the shirt that I'm wearing this time around, we got another Pokemon. Heck yeah. So, what we got going on in this world is some absolute freaking darkness. Anyway, I'm going to turn that back off, get back over to here. There is no game sound, just so anybody knows. What we're looking at, though, is a zoomed out version of my Dwarven Embark. We are currently, to get back into the map, we're sitting right here, up on the top of a volcano. All the evil happens way down here. Lots of history happened in this area right here. But yeah, so we're in the year 500. It's early spring, and dwarves got knocked out of civilization bad enough that we don't even have a wagon. Can you see that? There is no wagon anywhere. We're next to a tree. But the population of dwarves in this world is like 9. But way back in the earliest of days, so I'm going to start off by mining. Try to talk story at the same time. I want to knock these ramps out. But is chat just not being friendly, or is nobody wanting to say hello? That's perfectly fine if you wish to lurk. I am fine with that. Welcome aboard. If anybody cares to know, I've actually got the nerves sitting up here playing Dwarf Fortress, man, because there's way better streamers than me. But, no, talking about the lore of this world, I've spent the last 2 days diving into it. It is one of the coolest worlds I've come across. Let's go ahead and knock these trees out. We'll go ahead and tell them we want that done quicker than normal. We'll make stockpiles here in a moment. Just all of these trees. Greetings, Southpaw! Hope you're enjoying the evening out there, staying warm enough. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a tour of the map. So F1 will get me back to our dwarves. This is our zoomed out map. For those that don't know, this big red blob, that's magma, lava. Anyway, so back to our dwarves, who are right here. We'll get to introducing them here in a moment. If we go up our mountain, you can see on this map here that it's got some pretty cool design. And then it cuts down into the basin, and then it just completely turns into a wall. Like, we'll be able to use this for defense. But going down the hill, it starts to scallop, turn into waves. You can see it like that. Anyway, getting back down where we just were, down at the bottom, we have a, it's more of a stream. It's actually calling it a brook. But up here we've got some highwood trunk trees. Some, honeybees already. Awesome. We'll be able to make mead. But the scale of my map is going to be 5 by 6. 5 tall by 6 wide. I did it that way I could grab the river. Anyway, we need to get back to our digging. Alright, so what I want to do is wall this off, pow, wall this off, pow, and then we're gonna extend this. Ooh, that almost makes for a frickin' entrance right there. Anyway, so I want to wall that off, wall that off. We're gonna extend the floors to about here, I'm thinking. The cursor is showing up. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll extend the floor to probably 4 tiles out, 5 tiles out, and then we'll make walls on top of it. And that will be most of our defenses and everything. So, yeah, if anybody hasn't been paying attention on Dwarf Fortress, we've actually had a siege update recently that's going to make it to where all sorts of new stuff, both good and bad, can happen. But let's go ahead and... Oh, I need a stockpile. So for the time being, I'm gonna just stuff it all right here. And yeah, we're overrunning a tree with it, that's alright. And we're just gonna make this stockpile into everything stockpile. I want finished goods, I want furniture, I want all of it. Because it's gonna be, we didn't get a wagon. Our stuff is out in the open. So, finished, wow, how about none? Finished goods, we'll go that. We want food for now. Furniture, siege ammo, I don't think we have any of that. We need our cloth. Don't think we have any armor or blocks. Nothing's gonna be in cages. Weapons and trap components we want there. That will work for now. So the dwarves are gonna wind up running all that stuff down into here, hopefully, in just a moment. We want them to gather. I need to zoom out. I prefer playing zoomed out myself. We'll gather all of that stuff. That's also going to get put into here. So now we can get back to mining. Now we're going to zoom back in, because it's easier to mine when you're zoomed in. Alright, so we've got this siege update, and I'm pretty sure that we're going to be dealing with invaders that know how to listen, track, and all this other stuff. So until we can get our walls, because I'm still in pause mode, at least until I can get the bare basics on this, I think what we want is we'll carve it out. So where we've got 12, that'll make 14 squares deep. And that's where we'll make our hallways larger. Let's go with it 20 by 4. What I'm doing with the 2 here, for those that don't know, is I'm making choke points. Let's see. So this is going to be the beginnings of our trap hall. We'll wind up shrinking the stockpile down to put cage traps out here. As soon as we can hit stone, we'll wind up having some mechanisms that we can build. Let's go ahead and turn this into a multi-way. I think south will be where we can have our military. That might change because I kind of have the brain of a bird when it comes to stuff like this. North will make our crafting hall. So we'll have it wrap on itself through a couple of chokes. Which, not preferable, to be honest. Seriously not preferable. And then from there, since we're worried about keeping stuff quiet, I do want that access to the lava over here. So, We're gonna get right up snuggy to right there. That's already 31 long. Let's go 32 by 12. 3, 6. Let's make it just a little bit larger. 12, 15, 18. Let's make it 21. That should make for an awesome size freaking crafting hall. And just for the sake of ornamentation, let's see. They'll be coming in from here. Let's go ahead and cancel out. Hey, Southpaw, are you there? How many pillars should I make across the floor? I'm thinking 3. I think 3 would be adequate. He's probably distracted. So yeah, we're just going to cancel out 3. Actually, 2 looks like it's going to be enough. Okay, cool. So since that looks rough, just fix it. We'll patch that here. Yeah, this looks better. We'll just go with that. 3. Bam. And bam. And then when they carve that out, that's going to become our crafting hall. Yay! Neato. Alright, so. That's that, that's that. Down here, we want to have our military set up. We'll have it unpaused here in a moment. I think we're going to do the same thing, though. But this one we're going to do in sections. I'm trying to break the habit of getting too close to the edges of the outside, because I'm pretty sure I know from adventure mode that sound travels. Yeah, I couldn't get the third one to work, so that's how we're gonna do this. I think we'll stuff our manager here. And we'll give it a 3x3. So that'll be our manager. Our military dudes can enter here. We'll have them set up with an entire hall. I kind of like having it 15 by 15. Wrong way. That gives them plenty of space. And then, oh, let's see. Crafting hall. Military. We need internal farms. So, actually, I think that'll work for now, because we can still put the farms outside. Bam. Alright, they are at it, they are digging, they are doing the things. Alright, get at it, dwarves. Put the goodies in the stockpile. All said, put the goodies in the stockpile. Wrong button. Nobody's wanting to haul it yet. It's alright though, we're gonna need all of that. We got olivine. Alright, so for the moment, we're gonna go into workshops, make a carpenter shop, set it right here. We'll do that at, it's all high wood. It's actually kind of cool, but not what I wanted. Oh, man. Alright. So who's our miner? We've got Dusim, a Tasletmos. His name means join cobalt. I finished up some work that was very satisfying. Nice personality. Good kinesthetics, natural ability with music, the ability to focus, and an ability to read emotions fairly well, and willpower. Well, you guys are going to need that. Awesome. So everybody's throwing the goodies down. That's even better. I need these trees cut, guys. We're going to make an actual wood pile for those. Except make that wood. Bam. Because I need this guy to be making beds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be easier later. Once we have the first initial 7, the rest of them will be much easier to do later once we have a noble. Started raining. Our dudes are not going to enjoy that. Okay, we're getting beds made. Pump your brakes, homeboy. I need you to do down here, get all this stuff set up. Cool. So how's everybody's day going, man? Like, if anybody's watching. So far, I think it's just me and Southpaw. Because weirdly, it shows me as my own viewer. I don't get it, but that's fine. But yeah, 500 years ago, at the beginning of Okangmörul, actually 500 years before Okangmörul, because Okangmörul is this place where we are now. Alright, let's see what else is on. We have a kestrel and 3 giant ravens. Oh, that was creepy. Let's watch these guys. But yeah, there was a love story that had happened that it seems that Mubmu, a demon, convinced Reksas, a dwarven god of death and destruction, to help him establish himself within the world. And so Mubmu got Reksas to scribe his name, and Mubmu manifested. And then from that point forward, Mubmu and Reksas have been weirdly some friends, doing crazy evilness. And then there was a competition in which a dwarf, an elf, a goblin, and somebody else, they were all part of it. They were able to... Ooh, we need that anvil set up. I don't like that it's stashed right there, out in the open. Although... Alright, so the beds are all made. But yeah. Vabok had fallen in love with somebody. That person had actually fallen in love with yet somebody else. And they were all going out doing the things. They got killed. Vabok was pissed. Vabok killed the killer, which was a dog, unfortunately. Poor pupper. But... okay, so now I need blocks being made. chair, table. And Vabok, after having killed that dog, swore to Reksas that I will use my immortality to rule the world. And so far, honestly, it's somebody else named Thon that used Tan Crystal to be able to learn the same secrets of life and death. And they're out menacing things with their own apprentice and stuff like that. Like, legit, I've got 1, 2, 3 pages, 4 pages scribbled of notes on this, and I wound up getting the Legends viewer. So I need a table now. Do. Table, chair, whoops. Table, chair. We can cancel that one because it needs to be a chest. Table, chair, cabinet. That's what it is. Table, chair, cabinet, chest. Armor stand. Cool. Then after that we want blocks. Wood blocks. Yo, make blocks. After that, do it on repeat. I want this, 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 and this done first, though. Alright, unpausing so that they can finish doing the things. I want them to make the wood block first, though. That way that we can get our walls. So what I'm thinking we can do is this hill back here behind. We should be able to take the ramps out of it. Probably at this level. And then we can have it to where it's elevated around us without using a crap ton of materials. Oh no! We got something fighting. The dog and the wild boar. Alright, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? This might lead to food. Alright, so... as long as it doesn't end up being a dog being dead. Stray dog, domesticated, unavailable. Wrong dog. Might be the wrong dog. What was that? Whoa, that dog just took off. Another wild boar is fighting. Alright, so where's the wild boars? Over on the top of the hill. Dang it, that's not going to be good. I'm going to re-establish this as our point for F1. Alright, we need some rock storage, which is going to be right here. That's not going to be enough. And no, I don't feel like this tunnel is actually long enough, but what I plan on doing later is making a twisty that where the holes are here, we can put gates that'll close. We just got to make sure that the material's good. I'm not too worried about this dog and the sows. Worst case scenario, that's food. Stray cavey pup. Alright, time to have a spot for the livestock. I want them penned. But it needs to be near. So for the moment, we'll just do right here. Pen pasture. This will work. Except you hit the rabbit icon and you toss everybody up in there. The cats aren't gonna listen, so don't even worry about them. Alright, we got 2 female cats, so this boy kitty cat needs to be gelded. To be able to do that, we gotta have a butcher shop. Or is it the farmer? I don't remember. We're gonna go with the butcher shop though. We're gonna appoint our noble for the manager. Adequate organizer. The expedition leader for the moment is a good choice. Manager, booker, bookkeeper. Okay, so Amost is actually going to be the dude that we use. But he's going to be cranky because he doesn't have an office yet. Well, we're almost at the office stage. And I want somebody else to be mining, so... Fisher dude, you're not going to be fishing no more. That's just how it's going to be. Doot. Laborers, fisher dwarves. You are not a fisher dwarf. Nobody fishes. What you are is a miner. Now, oh shit, maybe you are a fisher. Okay, let's go ahead and make a fishery. Since you climbed all the frickin' way down there, we can just make it right there. You crazy booger. You got food and everything over here. Alright, top side. None of them's dead yet, but we got magpie remains. Ah, I hate corpses. We gotta do that as a refuse dump. That's a pit. Stockpile, rather. So our refuse, for the time being, we'll wind up making it over here. And yeah. So that's where that can go. That's what it was. I need to change that in labor. Haulers, standing orders, refuse and dumping. They gather it. They ignore outdoor refuse. Outdoor vermin remains can be left alone, though. Yeah, that's what I want. And of course, we want the goodies over here from off the ground. Nobody shrieks. Let's go ahead and fix our spot. That way they can continue mining up there if they want. Alright. So that's the beginning end of a fort so far. Once this gets carved out right here, this little 3x3, I'm going to establish a noble. Well, put his furniture up in there. And then from there, dude, we can start doing our work orders and have stuff taken care of that way. For the moment, got these wild boars. I'm not able to do any tasks yet because I don't have a noble with an office. There we go. We'll be getting there here soon. Yeah. I'm gonna make it so that they do it right now. Hurry it up! I need you to carve that out. Alright, we need doors. We'll get the doors made here in a moment. Yeah, this is just a tiny fort to get started with. What I'm going to do here shortly is probably... Uh-oh, are they canceling? Needs unrotten raw fish. Okay. But I'm going to make our down stairwell right over here. There shouldn't be an aquifer in this area either. That's actually why I got the river. Oh, we got that carved out. So I want to go into furniture. We're not putting a bed yet because everybody and their dog's going to want up in there. Furniture, table. This dude needs his cabinet. Oh, we didn't make a bookcase. Cabinet. And he needs his door. You know what? I think this dude's just gonna have to put up with it. But that bed's going up in there. We got 7 highwood beds. But what I'm gonna do is make his office like that. There. Back up there. And then once this gets turned into a bed, we can do it as a dormitory. Yeah, we'll actually do it like that then. Why not? Oh, he needs his bookcase. He'll have room for it. B for bed. I haven't tried it like this before, but I've seen that it can do wonders. So we'll make a dormitory out of this side. And that should make it to where these guys don't cry about not having a bed to sleep in. Let's get another carpenter shop made. And we'll make wood cups. And then we'll start building our wall. I don't know why, but the game's not playing any sound. Oh, it's because I was muted. Hope I'm not actually muted. Okay. They want unrotten raw fish. Yeah, well, you're not getting any. What you are getting is gathering missions from top to frickin' bottom. Because we need veggies. Furniture. Bookcase. There. Cancels. Became a manager. And we got a kitty cat that grew into a stray cat. Butcher, extract. Don't need none of that. What we need is gelding of the kitty. Not slaughter. We want to keep the kitty. Whether this critter will be gelded at a farmer's workshop. Oh, we need a farmer's workshop. Okay. We're going to need one of them anyway, so farming farmer. Put those outside for the moment. Right. So, we should get some doors going. Make wooden door. For the time being, let's go with 25. Oh. Alright. Things are going fairly smooth. We got wild boars up there. It's pets, livestock. Nothing is dead yet. Since we got the dogs wrangled, we should be okay. They are almost done carving this. That room's done. Now they're going to start working on it up here. Cool. Let's see. I want a siege operator's workshop. Put that right there. And we'll use one of each stone that's close. That will be for later. Because I just realized what I honestly want is a mechanic's workshop. But we're going to make 2 of those. Ah, that was my military guild. It's alright. We can fix it. We'll fix it. Cat's fighting and the mason is... Uh-oh. This kitty cat said, "No, don't take me, bolas! Nine! Nine! No honor mis bolas!" Poor cat. Did it happen? Yep. He scratched the hell out of that frickin' miner, though. Or the mason. So, Olin. Let's check out Olin. Olin, who is a mason. Need to check out his health. No health problems, no wounds, treatment, history, description. Alright. So his long beard is braided. Sideburns are clean shaven. Long mustache is neatly combed. He's got very long hair arranged in double braids. His ears are very splayed out. So he kind of looks like Yoda. His gold eyes are protruding. So he looks like Yoda if Yoda was a pug. His teeth are gapped. Okay, so he's like a character from the Little Rascals. His lips are very thin, so he's honestly more of a Buster Keaton type. His hair is cinnamon and his skin is ecru. Alright, what the heck is the color ecru? Like, I don't even know what ecru is. This dude's got great intuition. Currently more confident, less private, currently more thoughtless. That's possibly not good. His preferences, he likes custard apple cider. Me too. Absolutely detests slugs. Okay. That's that guy. Alright, they're gonna make that stuff. I'm regretting not having gone out to get dinner where I wanted to go originally. That kitty cat said no. I want to keep my nuts. Okay, I think it's time that we start getting these guys to build the walls that I want them to build. It's already early summer. Oh, we need to get our farm started too. Honestly, I hate setting these up. Not furniture, workshops. We will make that work. So all of our doors have been made. We're about to put those out. Got some goodies to be able to pick through. Oh, I'm used to being able to pause hardcore at this point. Anyway, so we'll put our doors here. And here. Gotta have one here. Wonder. 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 One there. I am not picky when it comes to doors. They all do the same dang thing, unless they're artifacts or like gem encrusted. I'll put those on somebody's bedroom. Oops. But for the most part, I really don't care. Like this one, we'll put a chestnut, since they got it. We need to make them goblets. I want mechanisms. I want them to be making food. So let's do fine meals. We're gonna make those 35. I want that to repeat. Yeah, daily. No, monthly. Make sure that it's... Oh, we need barrels. I want 50 barrels. I want those checked if logs is greater than 10. And I want empty barrels is less than currently 50. Checked monthly. I don't want this thing blowing up. Alright, so that's fine meal, barrel. We need to get things set up for making drinks, because we're going to be running low on those soon. So, we need our mechanisms being built for the time being. We can get those. I just want rock ones. I want 100 rock mechanisms. Minimum. Okay, so for our drinks, the time being, it's alright to go and put a still up here on the surface. We're going to do 2 of them though, just because. From there we want plant. We want process plants, repeated, and brew, drink from plant. We've got good trees out there. While they're not going to be nearly as powerful as they used to be, I still enjoy the bridges, so this one's going to pull this way towards the 9 o'clock position. Hey, we got migrants! And this one's going to be a lift gate. Migrants have arrived. Make wooden doors completed. Okay. Siege. We're gonna need farming equipment and all sorts here soon. Unpausing. That did not bring our population up very high. Why are they down there? Come on, guys. What's the holdup? Population 12 so far. Hopefully they're able to find their way in. We can definitely use their help. Come on, turkey. I know it'll get that turkey over here. Here we go. Right on. So we've got that gate. Still don't want to cancel out our ramps. Why not? What's that? Olivine. Okay. I know that was supposed to be the military. Like I said, it was bound to change. Magma crabs, those are terrifying. Oh boy. They are all up on the top of our frickin' volcano. This is bad, bad, bad. I hope they can't get out. I hope they cannot get out. That would be terrifying. Alright, so we got a thresher. Migrants. Goodies are being made. Oh, it's midsummer and we don't have a depot yet. Of course, we don't have any goods being made yet either, so not terrible. Not where I ever want to put it, but for the time being, we'll put our trade depot right here. Cool. I doubt we're gonna get traders though. Boom, 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 boom. Ow. Let's go with those. Yep. Yeah. Alright, another miner. Process plants has been done. Critters are gonna start getting angry. Alright, so I want this to start being done now, guys. Like, serious, come on. We need these ramps gone. time. Let's see. Alright, so what I actually want is for our dudes to carve out crap, how can I do this? My brain's not working on this one at the moment. I want walls, but I'm not seeing how to be able to do it without having to just cap everything over. That's probably not a bad idea. Actually, yeah, that's... I know how we're going to defend this place then. No, because that's still not going to work. In my personal opinion, I think the days of us just being able to plug up a fort and say, back off you stinking goblins, the hell with you knife-eared frickin' elves. I think those days are done, man, because the more that I'm looking at this, the more that I'm feeling that my plan is not going to work. This is only going to work against basic sieges. They're still going to be able to climb up this hill, dooka-dooka-dooka-doo, and pop a hole through our wooden floors. That needs to be stone. Boy, this is... got me thinking. Alright, so they got that all carved out now. Including working on the stockpile. Alright. Prepare fine meal. We got food and drink taken care of at the moment. We got those farms made. Let's go ahead and get our prickleberries. Our... Uh-oh. Well, let's do some more prickleberries then. What happens in winter? We can get potatoes. I think we're gonna do whip vines. And more whip vines. Cool. And then the other one we're gonna do the same way. Although for food. I want taters, taters, taters. Oh, I know what it is. It's because we're not having them underground. Oops. And some more taters. We're going to use them taters. Alright, so now we're farming. And we didn't have to do any of the water stuff. Let's see. What's the end of this hallway going to be? Top, cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and dig this out. We'll make it a priority 3. This is going to be where our farmer dudes go. I'm thinking too is that we shouldn't have just single wide walls anymore. for safety, because these dudes, they're gonna dig. They're gonna dig wherever the hell they feel like, because it's freaking Dwarf Fortress. So, like, these single walls that I've got going on, this is a liability. I'm probably gonna wind up putting walls, the reinforced walls right here. Pop. Pow. That might work. That might actually work. So we want our mechanism for our lever 2000 to go. Put it here for now, why not? Once that gets built, we can link it to the door. Eventually, this stockpile will get removed. All of this stuff will probably get tore down. And we'll make a more proper moat going on. Make sure that we're not having bad invaders. Still got the same 4 magma crabs, wild boars. Let's go ahead and get some cage traps made. We're only going to make them out of wood, though. Ah! Well, is there a rock cage? I don't think there's a rock cage. We'll do 50 of those. Alright, prepare fine meal. We got barrels being made, rock mechanisms, process plants. Something else I'm missing. For the time being. Process plants. Oh, I should probably go ahead. Hey, damn, they carved that out fast. Alright, so we're pausing so that we can build. I need workshops for farming, so we want to put our farmers here. We'll go ahead and use the Gabbro. We'll wind up... Ah, no, I don't want that. I misplaced where it was going to go. Want a second one right here. We'll go ahead and use the Cobaltite. Let's see. Wrong button. Workshops. No. I want to have kitchen, because that dude's probably pissed off. I told you. Prepare a fine meal. How am I going to do that? There's no kitchen to be made. Ah! So there goes our tantrum sprite. You watch, dude. The orange facey guy up here is probably who it is. Alright. We're going to make that out of schist. And then we'll make 2 more stills. Farming. Still. Ow. If this works... Oh, I did not intend it like that, but that works. Alright, so we got 2 stills, 2 farm plots, and kitchen. So now... Or not farm plots, farmers' workshops. What I want to do now is go back into workshops. We're going to make farm plots. I'm not worried about it having the mud. I'm more worried about being able to have the sizes that I wanted. So there's a 2x4, a 2x4, and then a 3x4. Unpause, let them build. Alright. So, now that it's late summer, we should be expecting the trades to happen any frickin' moment, honestly. That still hasn't been made yet. Okay. So these dudes are out here. I want to start working on our walls. Not sure how that's gonna work. Yeah, my big plan for how to make the front walls is no longer a good plan, I don't think. Not really sure how to do that. Alright, here in a moment, because we got food, drink, everything's being made. Cool. Let's go ahead and tell them to gather some stuff again. I don't think that's waste building. I really don't. We'll find out, but... Alright, so we got the farm going on down here. Let's see what's going on. Process plants. Let's go ahead and make it to where they're doing more on the process plants. Stray KV got... Ooh, we got nanny goat. We can wind up having some cheese and milk. We need buckets. That's what we need. Buckets. We want 50 of those. Let's see. Beds. Yeah, we should make beds. Oops. We'll wind up making 50. Let's do 100. Everybody's gonna want furniture and stuff too. Yeah, here we go. Some chaining axes. Some chaining spears. Some chaining swords. Some wooden buckler. Right on. Alright, stone craft dudes. B in wrong thing. I want BO stone. Put that right there. One right there. This is all gonna be stockpile for stone. Jeweler, go up here. And this will be the stockpile for the jewels, which will be right here. So I didn't see very many. We've only got some milk quartzes and... we're doing alright actually, but not the... It's a grim reminder of the winter hardships to come, but the supply caravan from the connected bell is a welcome sight. Their eyes are alight with the anticipation of inspecting the splendid products of your industrious crafts dwarfs. Alright guys, keep your eyes on these beady-eyed little boogers, because these guys are... Vabok is still part of our civilization. Vabok is a necromancer that was the one that was in love with Urdim, who got killed, and then she wound up slaying the dog that killed Urdim, and then swore her fealty to Reksas, who had already brought Mubmu back into the world. And Mubmu is just trying to make all sorts of murder, death, kill across the entire world. So these people are dastardly. We gotta be careful about them. But then again, we also need their services. We need what they have. Alright. Where's your liaison? We got any goods? Hey, we got food. Yeah, we got some food we can sell. Prepared meals. Where's my prepared meals? Quivers, plants, mechanisms. This is different. Where's my prepared meals? What the heck? Guess they're in the barrels. Barrels. Got one item, one item, one item. Bow, 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 bow. Boop, ba-doop, ba-doop, boop. Not cool. What the heck have we got for food then? Oh, I need to get our guys making cloth and stuff too. Oh, this is not good. What's with our prepared meals? Raw fish. Okay. What are we doing for food? Oh, wait. Kitchen's not been made yet. That explains. Risen Tigakro from Kesgikrith. Why does this sound like a goblin? No, they're dwarven. 51 years old. Exasperated when caught in the rain. Alright, so this is our liaison. He might be a reoccurring customer if we're nice and kind to him. He's buffeted by others' emotions and can't help but to respond to them. That's always a good sign. Hey, bro, you got any honey buns? Hey, bro, you got a phone card? Hey, bro, can I borrow your pencils and some of your drawing paper and break all your colored pencils and give them back to you with some teeth marks in them? Let's see. He's somewhat scattered-brained, even better. He likes to take it easy. He likes to brawl. He's quick to anger. Now, that's not a good sign. He prefers that everybody live in as harmoniously as possible. That's a good sign. He's generally quite confident of his abilities when undertaking specific ventures. He tends to think before acting. His voice trails off whenever he tries to remember something, but he gets distracted during conversations when he's nervous. And as all dwarves, he needs alcohol to get through the working day. He wants to create a masterwork someday. Alright, so he's got craftsmanship to be the highest ideals and celebrates talented artisans and their masterworks. He likes loyalty, family greatly, sees friendship as one of the finer things. Deeply respects those that... Okay, so this dude just enjoys crafts. Like, this guy would work well in one of the Harper Halls on Pern of Anne McCaffrey. He finds merrymaking and partying worthwhile activities, so he's probably hinting, hey guys, you know, it's been a long time, like about 400 years, since we've had a dwarvish tavern. You know what I'm saying? A dwarvish tavern in this area would just be grand. So this guy likes serpentine, zincs, purple spinel, clear glass, some rope reed paper, the color burnt umber, crossbows, traction benches, rings, animal traps, llamas for their jutting teeth. Yeah, that is kind of funny. The words of the just prince and the sound of the saffron incenses. When possible, he prefers to consume alligator, cave lobster, sunshine, and horned... How do you eat sunshine, bro? He prefers to consume sunshine and horned melons. What the hell's a horned melon? And he detests large roaches. We need a broker. So our broker... We want somebody that can intimidate. So, Rith, you're on it. We need the goodies. All that we've got, probably... Well, we got our iron bolts that we... How did we get iron? When did we get iron? Where did these come from? Ah, that's what I thought. Where they is? Nah. That's not ours. Okay, so that's not ours. Nor are the bronze ones. Why is it showing us that? Oh, somebody in the, can you write in the regular comments, not the live comments, a reminder to tell, like, inform the devs that my stocks are infiltrated right now with the merchants' stocks. Like, ammunition 50. In a way, everything red currently is their stuff. Maybe that's the forbidden? I don't know. This is theirs. Yep. It's gotta be. On turtle shells. I don't like that it's combined. It makes it harder to know what we can... Well, maybe not. Yeah, those aren't worth anything. Boulders, those probably won't be worth anything. Tetrahedrite, we need to start smelting. Smelting's gonna be easy because we got the lava. I, so far, am relatively good at lava. Let's see. Do. Rough gems. Our broker does not have a clue about value. It's alright. I'm gonna be a fool and give them all of the gems that we currently have. Okay, what else can we give them? I don't want to give up any... Well, maybe I do. I think for the time being, that's all I can afford to give up, though. Unpausing. Alright. So we are currently waiting for the traders to be able to pop up from wherever they currently are. I need to figure out how I'm going to defend our gully here. Alright, the expedition leader, Alath Ustuthfarash, meets with the outpost liaison, Rizen Nitikakrol. I am your liaison from the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. Bro, like, you know what's going on, man. It's good to see you. Like, pat on the back and, like, triple knucks and all the good stuff. The world is the same as ever. That just means that we didn't get any news. Alright, so, let's see here. What I want horribly bad. I should have wrote it down. Because I don't think we're going to have much chance at getting it again. Oh, yeah. Cloth. We want silk. Badly. Give us the silk. I think I should ask him for seeds. What do I think I'm gonna need? Honestly, Yeah. Want some dimple cup, spawn, or not dimple cup, sweet pods, cave wheat, pigtails, and some plump helmet. Rock nuts are always good. Yeah, that's what we want. Armor. What you guys got for armor? Other. Get you some, Southpaw. Let me know how that new dude is. Homeboy, they finally released the other guy that's a Cossack. He uses a dagger. Southpaw's playing Hellish Court. Anybody in chat? I can see that we have 4 people watching, which is amazing. If you guys are Dwarf Fortress friends, and knowledgeable, is there anything that you would suggest that I actually pick up besides zoo animals? I think I'm gonna click on lie. Eggs. Okay, I want. There's blue peahen. That's peacock. Yeah. We want blue peahen eggs, specifically to be able to have orders. Alright, so they're gonna bump up they're gonna tariff us at almost freaking 100%. Alright, so let's discuss what we're willing to offer for your craftsdwarf ship. We need scepters and figurines. That's expected. And if you're able to provide some, Caravan will offer 190% and 196% self-tariffs. The export agreement only applies for next year, not with any merchants that are currently present. Alright, bro, but that's also counting on you coming back next year. So, now what I need to do is we've got our 33 items on the way. We got no new news. Pardon me. So these guys came from where? Outpost liaison did. Kezkigrith. So where's Kezkigrith? I'm gonna check that real quick. Legends viewer. Because I don't know what Kezkigrith is. Boom, gam, boom, 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 boop, 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 boop. Kezkigrith, gotta find it. Kezkigrith, where is it? Kezkigrith, looking for it. Kezkigrith, don't know what it is. Kezkigrith, betcha it's spelled funky as shit. That's okay. Let's look at the maps. Don't know what let's do click. So it is from our civilization, though. I just don't know what the actual name of the place is. And that makes it harder to look it up in sites. So we look it up in society, factions and groups, medicine, sparks of thundering, unknown, unknown, unknown. we are the bulbous somethings. I don't know. There's Holedevil, Steel Shames. It's not Elder's Guiles. Might be cave blotted, I don't know. Okay, so what's this dude's name again? That was some boring stuff. I apologize for that. Alright, so what's this liaison dude's name? Where'd he go? Huh. Reason. Am I just not seeing him? I've never seen the liaison just take off. Usually they stick around. That's weird. We're still waiting on them to grab the gems. Yeah, I've never had it like that, dude. 15 items remaining. Ten more items. We got any prepared meals now? Nope. I need to hurry up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Two. This guy should have one. That guy should have the last. And we're trading. Alright, so. We don't need your flasks or your cask. Maybe your Essek or your Atir. Don't want your ootling. We'll take your gander, though. And your yak bull. Alright, so... we got dwarven rum, some cow's milk, some more dwarven rum. Short swords, iron spear. I'd like to have that, please. Let's see. Can't have the iron mail. We'll take that, though. So down here, in the bottom left, it says, Merchants from Kesgagrith. Currently I'm asking for 355 gold. They're going to profit if I give them all of this stuff by hitting this button right here. The value that I bring is 3,692. So you want to try and let them have a buffer of, at this size, about 300 bucks. Honestly, if you can get 10% buffer for them to just have absolute profit, generally your first trade will be a success. You want to get that 10% buffer where you don't care that you're losing that. Like all this armor that they brought, I'd love to, but we didn't get anything that I feel is tradable to that extent, and we've barely started doing crafts. Grape dye. Bins. I want their cloth. I can tell you that much. I'd like that, please. All of its contents. Let's see. And you're... you can have that one. You can keep that one. We want this one. Yeah. Alright. So, that's silk. This is just cloth. That's wool. Not a bad thing, but we don't necessarily need that at this point. We need that silk, though. Definitely need the silk. An extra anvil would be nice. Please. Oh, and you also got to take into account their allowed weight. So currently they got 962 allowed weight. Each of these gemstones is approximately 6 each. Meat. Fish. Plants. Plump helmets. Leaves and fruit. Leaves and fruit. We'll take your thread, please. Your cheese is nice, but we can make our own. Thank you. Alright. Everybody say, Armok! Armok. Ah, wonderful. Thank you for your business. Yeah, enjoy your profit, you bastards. Get your asses out of my house now. Alright, so we've got farms that we need to get back to. We want cave wheat. Well, hold on. Let's... Dimple cups are for dimple dye. Dimple dye. Dimple cups. Dimple dye. Dimple cups. Dimple dye. Dimple cups. Plump helmets. Yum yum. Plump helmets. Yum yum. Plump helmets. Yum yum. Dimple dye. Dimple cups. Dimple dye. Dimple cups. Plump helmets. Yum yum. We want plump helmets. We want plump helmets. We want plump helmets. And plump helmets. In the other one, we want cave wheat. Plump helmets. Quarry bushes. Quarry bushes. Then in the third one, we want quarry bushes, plumpies, sweet pods, sweet pods. There. That should take care of our food. If you guys are wondering why I haven't built bedrooms, it's because we've got the dormitory at the moment. There's 3 beds, 12 people. That makes for 4 cycles that they can have sleeps. Don't think we're going to get any strange moods on this episode, guys. Nor any scary visitors, other than these invader types. Removing our dudes from their cages. Speaking of which, we need to install our cage traps. Because I think we have those now. Cages. Got 16 of them. That's alright. That's not bad. Why are these guys trying to assemble ballistas? Oh. Don't know how that got done. Stonecrafter's workshop. I don't think we have a butcher yet. Yes, we do. Okay, so we got migrants. Where are they coming in at? Oh no, they're on the other side of the river. Hey, dwarves! Hey, Yorepage! Looks like we got all the horses. Hey, migrants! Looks like you're on the wrong side of the river. Come on, everybody liked the mummy. They can get around, but I don't like what's going on here. We don't have a bridge yet. Oh. Let's watch them. They're pathfinding. They're not too happy. It's only population 13 so far. The cat just skipped right across the top of the water. Oh no. Okay. That all made it. That only brought us up 2 people. Oh yeah, no bueno. 15. Oh, where's the rest of everybody? Raptor medals. Okay. Speaking with acquaintances. Irvad. Guys, don't go into the pond. So far, population 17. They're getting brave. That's good. That's more critters. Okay, so they're going around the pond, but going through the river. I'm cool with that. Okay, we need to link our dealie. This needs to get linked to this. I'd like it done now, please and thank you. Let's see, what else can we do? We need to start mining down. What is our ground? 21. Oh no! No, we just want to erase that one side and do the other side. I'm glad I caught that before they started carving. That would have sucked. So really, what I think we can do is probably cover it at least to here. Not sure how to freaking do this, and I'm not enjoying that. I think that's what we're gonna do, though. Yeah, I think this is where we will mine out another room. Go just catty corner, catty wampus. Start going down. I think we'll bust open the cavern layer and then call it good for the episode. That's my thoughts. No seeds for the taters. Well, mechanisms are all completed. That didn't take too damn long. That was freaking awesome. Heck yeah. Right on, so... Ooh, there's a deep pit in this one. How did we discover that, though? Oh, shit. No, guys, no! So we want this stuff canceled. Plow. And this stuff patched over. B in F. Oh, come on. Blocked at this location. Why? It's actually really cool. Right on. Let's see though. Yeah, we can do it right here. Why is it blocked? Makes sense to me. Oh boy. What about a hatch? Can I put a hatch on it? Makes sense. Gotta make a hatch first. Why won't it let me floor it off though? That's different. Used to be you could. Probably because it's lower stairs. Like that. I got nut. Well, no, because that's not going to work either. This will. No, that's a straight shaft down. Okay, so what we're going to end up doing, we're going to patch it off this way. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop, boop-a-doop, boop-a-doop. Come on, where's the thing? That's gonna be that. We're gonna mine out. Oh, first off, let's actually wall that off. This one I'm not worried about anybody breaking through because technically it should be just walled off anyways. Okay, so there's that. We're gonna wind up mining this way. There. And just block all of that off. That should work. Oh, no, no. You dumb dwarf. He's gonna build from the other side. Bro, we can't have that. Why is he wanting to build from that side? want the burrow. Don't need the burrow. I want this to be a 0 traffic area. 0. 0. 0. You. Shh. Okay. Greetings, Pythagoras. You are a dumbass. 'Cause now I've got to break this down just to let your ass out. Fine. There's more than one way to make a frickin' dwarf. Not dumb. And we just lock the door. And hope no cats or anything are down there. Alright, so we can be invaded by forgotten beasts at any given point now. Yay! What are you guys doing up here? Oh, they're probably still gathering plants. Alright, we got a blue peacock, got our mechanisms made, still gotta make the rest of the military stuff. We've only got population 7, so I can toss 7 dwarves up into the military. That would be alright. So, let's see here. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how I can do a better defense and still have a courtyard. With us being on the top of a hill, it's not too bad. Because I could come up over here and carve out the backside so that nobody can climb up. What kind of trees are these? Chestnut. Like, I don't want to make it impenetrable, but I want to make it defendable. And this, while good, is not good. So, yeah. Sweet. If I'm reading that correctly, yes. It's defendable down here. Now, we gotta remember also that we found that pit. So this is even deeper. It's only negative 22. Ah, the wild boars are out there doing the nasty. We need to get traps made. Where are they at? They are out there on the edge, up at the top. They would make good food. Okay, how about if we make this into a tavern hall instead of the crafting hall, because that became this. This will be the military room. I can always lower it down to here and make another large room to be able to make another spot for smelting all the ore and everything, but what do you mean Southpaw by Crazy Year One? Are you talking about the backstory of the game or our first year embark? Let's see. So this is military up in here. We're going to turn that military real quick. So we need some beds. I need to get some chests made. We'll make those out of wood. Let's see what else. Chests, armor stands. They got their beds. Oh, table chairs. That's what we need. Like the most of. Tables and chairs. Alright, I want 100 of these. Table. I should have stayed up in here. We can go out of stone. We'll do 100 of those. Wooden chair, tables. Cool. Let them make those. We should make a frickin' mining layer. First spot that's got... Ooh, that's obsidian. All the way around that's obsidian. There we go, tetrahedrite. Well, we are mining. Do a long haul and got some feelers. Space it by 3. Nice. Need doors here. Once they get enough tables made, we can make a tavern up in the top area instead of making that the crafting area. That's one thing with my designs. I'm super dynamic until I set it down. And then once I find a good layer, I'll wind up carving out, like honestly, that obsidian would make for a freaking awesome fortress. It's not crazy hard though. Oh, somebody is extremely mad. This dude, he's mad because he's caught in the rain. I can fix that. Thoughts. Panicked, really being attacked. When were you attacked, bro? Then again, that's this world. So I guess maybe it's not a bad idea to try and cover this. We should get more trees. Yeah, what I'm wanting to do though is minimize the areas that attackers will be able to get at us. Honestly, carving this down wouldn't be bad. Crap. Getting all of this area here that's above our door, get all of that carved out and away, and then we can build our wall defenses once we carve out the hill, even it out. Oop, sorry about that, I whacked the microphone. Oop, we're paused. I should expand the pasture. So we got both of our first defaulted migrant waves and it did not push us over 21. If I make bedrooms, we might get some babies born, but I'm not sure where I want to put the bedroom layer yet. Mostly because I want to test out some of the defenses stuff first. But our dudes are not hauling the stuff I hoped that they would have. Oop, way too deep. Our mine layer looks like it's doing good. Alright, I'm gonna boggle you guys' vision. And I'm gonna switch over to classic graphics. That way that we can look for ore. Alright, we got some allanite, galena, cinnabar, Obsidian, Smorgalena. That's all obsidian wall. That's a dead shaft. Smoky quartzes. All sorts of stuff going on. That's our guinea fowl. Ooh. Kimberlite, cobaltite, milk quartz. Not bad. Alright, let's check out what we got going along the wall. Rhyolite, more rhyolite, sandy clay, quartzite, basalt. That's some good stuff. Reasonable stuff, anyways. The top of the magma. That's where all them crabs are. Steam. Why is there steam? Anyway, I'm gonna switch it back to the original. Well, this is technically the original. Just didn't want to shock nobody's eyes. I don't understand how it's a crazy year after Embark. Honestly, this is a damn good year after Embark. 'Cause these honeybees are about to become our friends. We're making jugs. I want wooden jugs. No, stone jugs. Yeah. We want 60 for the time being. We want rock hives. We'll make 10 of those, just default 10. And then we need to make millstones. And since we can, let's go ahead and see how our wind scenario is. Oh man, my back. This dude that's being cranky, I'd need to find out why. Be with family, pray to the cobalt something. You know what? It's not unfair being able to pray. Mason skills. Carpenter, stonecutter, engraver, brewer, thresher, proficient mason. Okay. Where's our stone workshop? Stoneworkers. Make rock table. I wonder if he'd be happier if he was doing stonework instead of whatever he's doing. Harvesting plants. And Pythagoras I wound up misnaming. That's my bad. Diomedes. Was it Diomedes? Just a moment, I gotta figure that out. It was Diogenes. They are almost done with our mines. Not very rich on this layer. Do too close. Oops, too wide. Good enough. We'll see how that works. Wild boar piglets. Okay. So yeah, if anything on it, ooh, we've got wind. 40. Holy crap, that's actually not bad. We could do a lot with that. We got 40 wind. We can attach a millstone to that. That'll work. Which, matter of fact, they just finished. So we can do that next episode. Since our caves got opened, everything's gonna wind up being able to stonify and stuff. That'll always be good. So we need our dwarves to be able to make some boom boom, be able to get our population up. That way we can start creating the first dwarven artifacts in hundreds of years. Because our dudes got destroyed. Like, we are the only, at the moment, only active fortress. In the meantime, after I finish the episode, of course, I think our hives are finished now. No, almost. We will be able to start doing all of the stuff for getting honeymead. We need to start doing more regular crafts. I need to finish getting all the workshops made. We'll get a tavern, a worship center. But so far, this is solid. We've got ooh, it's not solid. I just saw that. We've got 0 drink going on. And they've been screaming at me about that. Bet we're out of seeds. Okay, so we need to process to bag. We need cloth. Let's go with yarn. Make cloth bag. Prepare. Or no, what is it? Process. And we're gonna have to still, whoops, wrong zoom. Gather everything. I need to set them a couple of spots up underneath the trees that we got left close by up here. For any of the ones that actually have food on them. All I'm seeing is sandwood. There's some maple. Cherry. But we need them drink being made. Brew drink from plant. Oh. I never told him to. Well, that was kind of dumb. Once we get drinks going, though, I'm going to close out the episode. Late winter of our first year. Yeah, I think we're doing all right, though. We just got to get... there's the autosave. Alright. Drinks are in a bad state. Don't have any processable plants. I wasn't paying attention is all. We got drinks brewing. We got 5 so far. We got that fruit. Oh, we should be alright. Ten drinks. Okay, drinks are on the mend. Seeds are being used. Cool. That ought to work. Need rock nuts. Well, of course. I don't think this one's gonna pay out. Oh. Alright, we got drinks fixed. Early spring. 188 food, 57 drink, 156 seeds, no meat, we can get that easily enough. 12 fish, we can get that easily enough. Plant, we've got the farms running well, and we've got 87 pieces parts of like dead stuff. Dead, unusable stuff. Some of our industries are up and running. We're still having some processing of plants being an issue. That's slowly but surely getting fixed, though. And we were able to successfully pop the cavern layer and seal it back up. Pretty sure it's, well, I wouldn't say sealed. It's not as sealed as it used to be. But what we're going to do to be able to actually use the caverns soon is continue our stairs downward from here. Should be able to go one to the side. Bam. And then from there, we'll be able to come down here and start getting tower cap, make our farms, do what dwarves do. But appreciate all you guys that have showed up, been here, even if it was just to be able to check it out and see what's going on. No, I knew that the story hype was going to be good, but so far nothing exciting has happened. I don't think it will for a moment. I got stuff I need to manage, but we have successfully taken on an entire year and still haven't been attacked or anything. But I got the hungries going on. So before anything else crazy happens, like this game is good at doing, I just paused. Okay, we're back up to 133 drink. We've got 191 food, 133 drink, 179 on seeds. Let's check our seeds real quick, see what we have. Red spinach, pigtail, prickleberry, celery, cave wheat, rope, vine whip, barley, purple amaranth, carrot, potato. So yeah, we're actually kicking ass on seeds department now. Yeah, this is actually going to be a decent spot to live. And then we'll be able to start having magma soon. I'll wind up sending a tunneler down to here. And we'll pop that out, put in some smelters, that way we can get the anvil out of the open air. We don't need any monkeys or Kias trying to run off with our stuff. But I think I'm going to go ahead and call this episode good. Take care of my nom-nom situation with my tummy. And probably dig into some more of the history to be able to pull more tidbits out and everything. But stay tuned, because I do still want to do miniature episodes that are like 10-15 minutes of edited style episodes for Dwarf Fortress, where I take on siege concepts and try to build the things to be able to do that stuff. I'm going to wind up wasting a lot of time of my life playing some Dwarf Fortress trying to get these episodes done. But that's cool, because I like this game and I want to do some stuff for the channel soon. Until then, I'm pressing save to this timeline because it's recommended. You guys, I've had fun. Had the nerves over it, wound up getting into a good spot. I liked it. There will definitely be a second episode of Yorepages, and I'll try to bring more depth to the dwarves that we've got going on. Especially folks like Diogenes that just want to build but trap themselves while they do so. Until then, you guys stay awesome, stay geeky, and stay retro, and I will catch you on the next one, guys. Ah!